What up, everybody? It's your boy Asian, and I'm back here once again. I know it happened Saturday night, but I just didn't get to it. A lot of stuff going on this weekend, some family things. But with that being said, don't forget out there and think about my Steelers. Like I said, it was a busy weekend. Finally getting to it, trying to decompress, figure some things out, figure out how I want to go, how I want to attack this. As we know, the Steelers play Saturday night and wild card game at the Baltimore Ravens. They were on a 4-game losing streak coming into the game, and they once again disappointed. Another disappointing into the season, losing 28-14. Yes, they were down 21-zip at the half. It's astronomical. They have been not playing great football. They're playing horrible football for the last month and a half. So in the season on like I said, on a 5-game win streak, which is terrible. We get outrushed 299 to 29 yards. Derrick Henry with the majority at 26 for 182. 2 touchdowns, 7.2 yards per carry, and it just seemed like late in that game, the Steelers just kind of quit, gave up in that game. They kind of tried to get back in with the fourth quarter, but it was nothing much they could really do. Baltimore got the ball back after Russ threw a pick in that fourth quarter with 7 minutes left. Russ threw in a triple coverage. I don't know why, knocked down by Darius Washington. And then, 7.5 minutes left. The Ravens run the ball down. The Steelers can't get the ball back. Once again, it reminds me of the Philadelphia game where it just completely dominated. Baltimore figured us out this year, beat us 2 out of 3. Lamar's looking like he's going to win the MVP, in my opinion. This is Josh Allen finishes second. But Russ, like I said, 270 yards, 2 touchdowns, but those are empty calorie stats. The Steelers got behind. Najee Harris, 6 carries in the game. So these stats don't really mean anything to me. Russ has not played well. This last month in the season, you could tell guys in the locker room have been frustrated by this performance and all that stuff. Like I said, in the season on a 5-game losing streak, that is horrible. Not the way you want to go. In these last few seasons, the Steelers start well and they just continue to fade year after year after year after year, and there has to be some explanation for it. Had to figure out something. Average a whopping 14 2-point points per game during that stretch, which cannot happen. It's been 8 straight seasons without a playoff win. 6 straight playoff losses by Mike Tomlin. That is unacceptable. That is unacceptable. And I'm here to tell you guys, he's not getting fired. It's not going to happen. The Rooney family doesn't do things like that. But there's got to be an immense amount of change in this offseason. There's no excuses. Deshaun Elliott was quoted saying, "We just shit the bed." Plain and simple. GP asked about it, and I'm going to paraphrase about the offense, and he said he was not optimistic. And I'm here to tell you guys, let's get this off the table real quick. George Pickens is our best offensive player, clearly. Everybody always wants to make the problem about him and about that we should trade him, we should get him. No, it's not all on George Pickens. I can understand why he's frustrated. I know he missed a few games with the hamstring injury and whatnot, but this is not his fault. He's just calling it like it is. But, sometimes he does things. Receivers are what they do, but he's our best player offensively, and he is not the reason why the Steelers are struggling. He should not be gone. He is the most explosive player we have on offense, maybe next to Jalen Warren by far, and we have to upgrade and give him some help as well. Russell Wilson, Justin Fields, both will be free agents now as this offseason looms upon us. I do believe the Steelers probably will bring back Justin Fields. I think going forward 2025, he'll probably be the guy who will give them the best opportunity to win. Russell Wilson is out, in my opinion. I loved what he did. The crazy part is, start the season, Russ was hurt with the calf, missed 6 games, and then he played well 5, 6, 7 games, and then he just completely just faded. And I don't know if it's old age, I don't know what it is, but it just doesn't fit the Arthur Smith system, and guys are not happy in the locker room. And I know Russ is a great guy and everything, but it moved its course. It was a low risk, low reward move by the Steelers to sign him in the first place anyways, but it's not worked out. So they got to figure out that quarterback situation. Najee Harris is also a free agent as the Steelers decided to decline his 5th-year option, which I would have paid him, I believe, $6 million. I was thinking that he should be back. Now I'm thinking it's probably likely not going to happen, especially with how deep the running back class is coming in this 2025 class. Dan Moore, he's a free agent as well, left tackle. He has to go, and I've been saying it, and I've been saying his rookie contract is up. He's out the door, which means we drafted Troy Fatano last year to play right tackle. Roger Jones is already there, but you need to move Roger Jones over to his natural left tackle position, get him locked in. Then Fatano's going to come back healthy, play right tackle. Then you got Mason McCormick, Zach Frazier. So I know James Daniels will be a free agent. So I said Malu is okay, but I think the offensive line, I think there's something to work with there. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think there's work in progress. I think it's much better, but get Troy on the field and build that lineup. Has to be an overhaul in this offense. Have to get George Pickens and company some help. Russell Wilson, as we all know, he did not like throwing the football down the middle of the field, which is Pat Freiermuth was not used well. You can't continue to do this. We got Jalen Warren that said you gotta add some firepower to the receiver spot. Gotta add some firepower to the running back field. Offensive line is work in progress. Gotta figure out who our quarterback is. So it's just so confusing. It's just so frustrating as a Steelers fan to realize that they are in this position right now. It is. We are living in mediocrity. Yes, we've made the playoffs. Mike Tomlin doesn't lose, but what have we done? We haven't done anything. It's unacceptable. 2016 against the Kansas City Chiefs was the last playoff win on the road. Even the year last time I thought we were going to win the playoff game, we played Jacksonville in the playoffs that one year and we lost in the shootout, which was crazy. But there has to be a philosophical change. We haven't been explosive on offense since being retired, since Todd Haley left. So we went through Randy Fichtner, we went through Matt Canada, now we're at Arthur Smith. Not going to blame him. I'm going to give him more time because he doesn't have as many pieces to work with, but we have to change and we have to adapt. We have to get more explosive on offense. Our defense, yes, we want to be great and physical on defense, but we got to get another corner as well. But I'm mainly focused on the offense right now because it has to be better. Cannot continue to end the season like this. Where are we going? We're just sitting right there in the middle, just being okay. And now we're going to be picking that draft pick 21. So they're going to have to go spend some money, make some changes. Philosophy, organization, I think it's time to make some changes at the coaching staff as well, from Pat Meyer, the offensive line coach, to Terrell Austin, the defensive coach, DC. There has to be some changes. There has to be some fresh blood. We cannot keep living like it's 2008, 2009. Those times are done. And I know Pittsburgh. I'm not from Pittsburgh, but I know everybody wants Mike Tomlin to be gone. But let's give him a chance to see what he does and make some changes, which has to be done. Have to get better. We have to get into the present times, as I'm going to keep saying it. Right now, this weekend coming up is a divisional round. Look at the quarterbacks in the AFC, which is division the conference the Steelers playing. You have Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, C.J. Stroud. The AFC is a gauntlet of quarterbacks and explosive guys, and we don't have that guy. We don't have that difference maker. So how can we compete with those teams when we don't have the playmaker at the helm to be able to do this? There needs to be a clear overhaul and a clear structure philosophy. Just being mediocre is not going to cut it anymore. This is a franchise who sold itself on winning championships and being great and being high in the NFL. And right now we went from here to just in the middle of the pack, and that is not good enough. Just to say that no, we have to have a structural philosophical change. I know T.J. Watt said he wants to be able to move around in formation more because he was pretty much absent the back half of his last couple games after he hurt his ankle against the Ravens. So they're going to add guys defensively, but we have to, like I said, I'm going to keep urging this as the offseason goes along, as we keep progressing forward, but you have to get better. Look at the teams that's ahead of us right now. Like I said, Baltimore, Buffalo, Kansas City, Houston, better quarterbacks, coaches that want to go more to sticking what works and keeping up with the times. You have to keep up with the times. Yes, it's okay to be stuck in your ways a little bit, but you cannot continue to just rely on that all the time. Has to be a change of philosophy a little bit. You got to adapt to continue to be great. That's how some of the greats have done it. So we'll see what happens. But like I said, another disappointing into the season, and I did not see it coming. Got up to that 10-3 starting and just ended the season 10-8. Okay, you do. But we'll be back more to talk about the Steelers. I want to give my guys an update on the loss of the Ravens and what's next and what's coming. So a lot of questions need to be answered, and I brought a few up. So we'll see what happens. But I'll be back soon more to talk about the Steelers. Hey, it's your boy Adrian. I appreciate all the love and support. It's your boy Adrian, and I'm out. Peace.